Hi guys, I'm Alex Lee from the Marshall County 4-H in Alabama. So today I'm talking about the Alabama 4-H Bucket Project, or Tier 1 Garden Project. So now, the whole object of this is to plant your plants, and you want a good harvest, and you can eat that, and you want to have a good nutritious meal. And today I've got a tomato plant, a pepper plant, and an eggplant. And those are all good vegetables for nutrition. So, let's get into it. Right now, here's the garden journal. And in here, there's a lot of information on how you do things. There's some more in here other than this video. And you can go right down here. Here's a harvest record and it talks about rain and temperature, the highs and lows for each day, and the rainfall of each day. To keep up with that, because the plants need so much sun, and that right here is a rain gauge that I have, that it just helps me keep up. I can come out here every day and see if there's any in it. And if there's not any in it, the plants may need some water. So, I have a celebrity tomato plant. They all grow about the same. So this one's just you may get a cherry tomato, but they all grow the same way. Here's a red bell pepper plant. All pepper plants pretty much grow the same way too. You may get a green bell or a jalapeno, but I've got a red bell. And here's an eggplant. It produces a purple-like squash. Okay, talking about buckets. So the whole object of this project is to grow things in a container. I've got a pot right here you can use. It's about a 5-gallon if you want to use it. Or I've got buckets right here, 5-gallon buckets. This is what I think is easiest. And to have drainage for the plants, you need to drill holes in the bottom of your buckets. So, drill about 4 holes in the bottom. And this is about a 1/4 inch drill bit. All you need is about 4 holes in the bottom of the bucket. This is just an example, because over here, I've got the 3 buckets that we're going to use already filled up. So, this is Miracle-Gro Potting Soil in this. And there's the bag. And you may get some stickers to go on here. And it's just it looks good. So, I've got the tomato plant right here. And I'm going to go ahead and get into the planting. So you can just put your label to where you know what it is down in the side. And so these are disposable cups. And these you can just plant the whole cup in there. What you do is you will go ahead and dig your hole, and you take the Bonnie plant label off. And you can break the bottom off to where the roots can grow deep. And you can just place the plant right down in there. And the extra that I tore off, I just put right down in there because it holds moisture and it keeps water in. So, you put your plant about level with the soil right there. You can always add soil. And you want to break the stems off down here and plant it pretty deep. So, because the plant will send out a new root where you broke that off to where it can focus on good roots, because that's better for the plant. You can just throw these out or throw them in the bottom. See, I tore those bottom ones off on the side. You can probably leave the bigger ones up top. So you can place that right down in there real easy and put the soil back over it. Pack it down. You don't want to damage the leaves up top, so keep your hands real low. And I've got some more potting soil right here to put around it. There we go. Now we can move on to our next plant. Here's our pepper plant. And it's the same way. You can take the label right out and put it down in the side. And it has a place for you, just like the last one. It has a place for you to tear. If you can't get it to tear. Then you tear the bottom where the roots can grow deep. And I drilled the holes in the bottom because when the roots grow deep down into the bottom of the bucket and you don't have any holes drilled, then that'll cause the roots to get root rot. And that's really bad because then the roots will rot and they'll just die. And then that's not best for the plant. So, that's why you would drill holes for proper drainage. There we go. And put some more soil around it to help stabilize it. You can break on the pepper too. See how they're down here in the soil? You can just break those off. Don't break it in, the top ones off. There we go. Just cover that right back up. Put a little bit more soil in there. And then pack it down. Okay. Now we'll go to the next one, the eggplant. So again, you want to tear that wrapper or that label off right there. Well, this one didn't want to rip right. And it's alright if you damage the cup, it's not going to hurt. The roots can grow out of it. And if you can't get it to rip, you just go down with it because it's smaller down here on the bottom. And you won't destroy the plant if you go up. So, see how that one's not teared, so I couldn't get it off. And then you can tear the bottom. Try not to destroy the roots. Like I may be destroying a little bit of them, but it's not going to hurt the plant if you destroy a little bit. Open it up like that where the roots can grow out. And then put your label on the side. And then like the same with all the other ones, put it down in there. Maybe a little deeper. You want the base right there of the plant to be about as level, maybe a little deeper, but is about as level as the soil that you got in there. And this one, you don't want to break the leaves off. You want to keep the leaves up. So that means you probably can't add near as much soil, but that's all right. Just put it around there and pack it down. If you see how it's leaning just a little bit to this side, so you can lift the leaf up and add a little bit more to that side and pack it down on that side. See, now it's not leaning. Okay, maybe a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so talk a little bit about the non-disposable cups, the plastic cups. So those, you can just plant right in the soil and it won't hurt anything. These, you actually got to take the plant out. So to take the plant out, if you get the plants in that, that's fine. You want to just press on the sides real gentle, don't damage the plant. You just want to squeeze the side to get the plant loosened up to get it out. And then you just do the same thing that I did and just take it out and put it in the hole, cover it up, pick the leaves off on the pepper and tomato. So, now, set this up here. You want to pick all your garbage up that you've got laying. You want to pick all of it up. Now we're going to talk about water. So right after you plant them, you want to go ahead and water them, especially if it's not going to rain in the next few days. And you want to just water them. I've got a watering can that makes it a lot easier because you're not destroying the plant like that. You want to give it a good soaking this first time. Here's the pepper plant. Give it a good soaking this first time. Could probably add some more potting soil to that one. There we go. And if it doesn't rain in about 2 days, like every other day, if it doesn't rain, then you want to water them. And if you live in a real windy spot, then you might want to put cages around them to help hold them up when they get taller. But right now, they're fine, and they're real young, so they're real small. But once they get about this tall, and the wind gets them, they'll lay over, and it liables to die. So you need that cage for support. And also, the plants will need a little fertilizer, not when you first get them and plant them, maybe about a week or so in, give them a little fertilizer, but I'll talk about that in my next video. So, that's all, guys, and thanks for tuning in to the Alabama 4-H Starter Guide Bucket Project.